Hello Scorpio, welcome to your November 2019 General Psychic Tarot reading. My dear Scorpio, I hope you guys are well. Happy birthday to everyone who has a birthday in November. So, this is your time, your season. I feel like it's going to be pretty big, as it usually is when the sun enters your sign. Now, Scorpio, I am keeping these monthly readings, or this monthly reading, really concise. I have a lot of background work going on with my YouTube channel and some outside work, outside of my YouTube that I have going on. And so I'm needing to afford a little bit more time for all that. So these are going to be a little more concise. But we are going to be pulling from the Druid Tarot Craft and the Druid Animal Oracle. Animal Spirit's been calling to me more lately. So, I'll save a couple of the important announcements for the end of the video, so please stick around for those. But let's dive into your messages. So, the main events that are happening with the astrological forecast are on November 12th. We have the full moon in Taurus. Then on the 26th, the new moon in Sagittarius. Then backtracking, on the 20th, we have Mercury moving direct. So it will be retrograde most of this month, but no fears. All right, I feel like it is those two, Scorpio. Okay, pulling from the Druid now. Druid Animal. I am feeling and kind of seeing right now a lot of purple light surrounding you Scorpios. So a lot of you might be connecting more to your third eye or even crown chakra this month. So that's quite powerful. Okay, there you go. All right, let's flip these over. All right, Scorpio, we have 10 of Swords in the situation area, or what maybe is being learned. And then the Moon happening in the area of your how-to guidance. Right off the bat, it looks like the Taurus full moon is going to be very impactful for you. Ooh, and then your spirit animal guide is the Earth Dragon. So we'll talk face to face about these. All right. So, Scorpio. Makes sense, especially with the moon card showing up here. That purple light in color I was getting for you guys, being connected to the third eye and the crown chakra, because the moon is very much about spirituality, isn't it? Oh yeah. But November here is going to be very powerful, especially right around the Taurus full moon, your polar opposite, on the 12th. This energy is going to be really impactful in hitting you the hardest around that time. Not necessarily in a bad way, Scorpio, but we do have the 10 of Swords, which I feel like here is speaking of a lot of heavy topics that you have held within your mind, some fears, some toxic sort of patterns, and even just within your circle, within your circle of friends, within just the people that you surround yourself with, Scorpio. There's this card often speaks of, and I feel like it is for you guys, a big detox. So there's a big focus here with detoxing and completely purging. And really working on, I feel specifically with this, that it's working on a mindset of fear. You know, where there's been a lot of fear-based thoughts and fear-based thinking, just that really wants to be wiped clean, wiped away. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios are totally willing and up for the challenge in ridding this, getting this out of your space, you know. So whether that be a relationship that is bringing this on and affecting you negatively, or whether it's just a lot of your own fears, or both. You know, it could just be that duality. You know, and I see with the two wolves and the moon here that for a lot of you Scorpios, it is a duality of, you know, there's just the thoughts and feelings that have you worried within yourself, but then there are, or is, a certain person around you that is invoking more of this fear or encouraging it, and you don't want to encourage fear. You know, fear is probably the most detrimental and destructive thing. So y'all are going deep here in your season with the moon, with the Ten of Swords here. You are going deep below the surface to explore and pull out the root memory, the root connections to these fears and these toxic feelings and these toxic, even just spiritual or psychic attacks. I feel like for some of you Scorpios, this could be this could be speaking for some of you Scorpios of, I mean, look at these together, spiritual psychic attacks. So I feel like there's just this calling and need for a lot of you Scorpios in November, especially right around the full moon, to set up more protective boundaries, and doing that very much energetically. So a lot of you Scorpios, if you do practice ritual work, spell work also, however you want to phrase it and call it, or just the power of prayer and words, do it. Use that knowledge, use those metaphysical and alchemical skills, because you have them. Or there's someone I'm sure you can consult with. The moon card is also informing me there could be a Cancer or a Pisces influence, and it could be someone who has their rising or moon sign in Cancer or Pisces specifically, who can be really helpful to you if you don't know how to deal with banishing negative energy or clearing things out. So that's cool. But besides a little bit of that heaviness there, Scorpio, it's like you're reaching a higher state of empathy, a higher state of intuition. You know, when you empathize, you open up to more intuitive and psychic abilities and insights as well. And so I feel like that is going to help you. I mean, especially once you detox from, you know, whatever or whoever this is, then you're going to be a lot more like, I mean, more psychic insights, revelations, puzzles fitting together are going to evolve. But if you don't take care of this, then you're gonna probably experience the negative side of the moon, and that is, you know, overwhelmed, feeling a little loony, as they call it, you know, where it's just too much and you can't process. I don't see that really happening for the majority of you Scorpios. I don't. I see y'all, especially since it's your season for most of November, I see y'all dominating. We have the Earth Dragon, as we pointed out, as your spirit guide animal. So this is gorgeous. No one so far has gotten a dragon this month, so I'm happy for you. Earth Dragon. This is a quiet power. The Earth Dragon is the most quiet and subtle dragon energy, okay? But it is also about going deep, exploring the depths. You know, Earth Dragons live in caves. They live underground or in volcanoes, as it's told. So this is about going underneath the surface, going below the surface. Whether that be, you know, mean going beneath the going beneath the psychological surface of things, or exploring the psychological aspects, or if this literally means, for some of you Scorpios, physically in an environment, you know, on an exploration, going deep and exploring, you know, perhaps a certain part of nature. But the Earth Dragon does have to do with treasure. So I feel like there is something very valuable and treasure-like that you are perfectly capable of discovering, that many of you just might discover this month. So it's either a treasure trove of knowledge or a treasure trove of extra gifts, even. But I can tell you, my dear Scorpios, that having a dragon on your side is really powerful energy. So I'll be interested to hear from you guys in the comments how that is resonating and what is showing up for you that you know of so far. And that is that, my dear Scorpio. If you do want to go deeper, because these are more concise this month, so if you want to do a personal private reading where we can pull more cards and get more details, book with me on my Etsy shop. The link is below in the descriptions box, of course, as well as my email and Facebook, so you can follow me there or message me and ask me questions on those platforms. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, Scorpio. Not only does it help support me in the productions that I do here for you, but you'll also be kept up to date with the new episodes of Myths and Prophecies with Legaz and Rory and other videos like this. So thank you to everyone who does support me and everything from, you know, whether it's finances, whether it's donations, whether it's just sharing and commenting. All of that engagement is very valued. So thank you. So take care, Scorpio. See you next time.